Hi friends, today I am going to show you how to install Ubuntu OS in your system. So I will explain you each and every step. Okay, so please watch this video till end so you can understand easily way. So when you're planning to install, Ubuntu server like Ubuntu OS, so you need two things. One is Ubuntu OS image and one is VirtualBox software. So you can easily you can download these two things from internet. You can go in is virtualbox.org website and you can download which version you need and you can download from the that VirtualBox website. Same like that, you go to the Ubuntu website and you can download Ubuntu OS whatever OS version you require, you can download that one. Okay, so like suppose if you see if you go this website ubuntu.com, you will get you can click download option and then see Ubuntu. It's showing 2004 LTS, and if you're clicking here, automatically it will start to download. So in my condition, I already downloaded this both software like image and VirtualBox, and I install also. So once you install, then you know this icon will be show in your desktop. So you just double click, then this window will be open like this. And here you have to select new, and here you have to give your that VirtualBox name. I'm going to give test, or else I'm going to give node 1, node 1 or server 1, anything you want to give here. Even your name also you give here. And here you have to select like type, which type of OS or Linux, and here you have to select which bit, so Ubuntu 64-bit, and then click on next. In this window you have to select your memory. So memory as per your available memory, you can select that one. So I have total 4 GB memory, so I'm going to select 1 GB here. And this option you can leave as default, create a virtual hard disk now. And this one also I'm going to leave that default, and this also you go to leave default, no need to do anything here. And here like where you want to keep your that VirtualBox machine information, so you have to select here, you give the specify path and click save. So I already given like by default document, my document, so I'm it's going to store. Here you have to select size, means hard disk. You have to specify hard disk. So I'm going to give 40 GB here. You can give 20 GB also, that is also sufficient. So but I'm going to give 40 GB here, and then click create. Yeah, fine. So you can see your VirtualBox, it's showing here. Machine is just showing, machine name is just showing here. So now you have to select ISO image. So you go select your VirtualBox and then click on the settings, or else you right click the VirtualBox name and then click on the settings. Sorry, click on the settings. So here you give you can see that one general information, like that your VirtualBox name, which type of OS bit kind of information. If you go in a system, in here see, you can see that memory you can increase decrease from this button. And this is boot order, where your system will be boot when you reboot. Okay, so I'm going to select my ISO image, which one I had already downloaded, right? So you have to click storage and then click on empty, and then you have to click here in this ISO image. If you can see, ISO image, and then you have to choose the your downloaded ISO. So this is my ISO, so I'm going to choose this one. Yeah, you can see now it's showing here Ubuntu 64. Then click OK and click start. So it will take 1 2 minutes. You can see that it's loading. This page is showing. It will take few more minutes. It's coming. In the first time, it will take time. When you installing any OS. So I will upload how to install CentOS. That I will also upload another video. So this video only for the Ubuntu OS. Yeah, you can see now you can get the welcome screen. So welcome screen, there is two options. One is a try Ubuntu, one is a install Ubuntu. Try Ubuntu means if you click here and continue, nothing will be installed in your hard disk. You know, you know. So it will go in a, yeah, image file. So for temporary purpose we can say. So I need to install actual. So then I have to select install Ubuntu. Here you can select your language, which language you want to install. So I need English, right? So I selected English here. And here in this option, install third-party software. In this option, if you need any multimedia players kind of things, Wi-Fi hardware software, then you have to select this install third-party. So this video is for demo purpose, and no need to install this kind of software. If you need it, then you can go and click here. So in my condition, I'm going to uncheck and then click continue. Yeah, in this window, this is a very important, you have to understand these points because it's telling erase disk install Ubuntu. Don't worry, it's no need to go erase in your hard disk information. So it's kind of warning. So if you installing your OS with your virtual, with the virtual box, then if you clicking here, it is disk install Ubuntu and install now. That install now, it will nothing will be erased. Nothing will. If you inst you installing with a dual mode, like suppose if you have already one OS in your system and after that again you are going to install one more in OS, that time if you select this one erase disk and install Ubuntu, it will erase all physical hard disk information. And suppose if you and this also, like suppose if you attaching particular device storage and you going to install there, if you then you select this one, that also will be destroyed all the data. So but if you installing with the virtual box and then you keep selecting this option install now, nothing will be happen. If you select install disk and install Ubuntu and install now, then automatically that file system will be go and create by the system on. No need to go manually, you have to create. But but in this video, I'm going to tell you how to create manually partition when you installing Ubuntu OS. Okay. So you have to select, for easy learning purpose, you can go and click here erase and disk and click install. It will 1 minute task. Option 2 3 option you have to select, and after that installation process will be start. But if you need manual, then you have to click here. It will take some time to create here. So it's sometime you have to select something else and then continue. So here in this window you can see your device name is showing. So you have to select device name and then you have to click on the new partition here, and then continue. So new partition created here, and now you have to create file system type. So you have to select free and then click plus button. So first I'm going to play, this one, like first I'm going to create a slash boot. So I'm going to give here 1 GB or 2 GB, 2 GB. I'm going to give 2 GB. Like you can give 5 MB, 500 MB also. That is sufficient, you know. But in my case, I'm going to give 2 GB, and then like you can also give 500 or 2 GB. This is your wish, okay. And then you have to select here, primary, and then you have to select which kind of file system, ext2, 3, 4, xff, xfs. So I'm going to create, select ext4 file system. So I'm going to select ext4, and then you have to select mount point. So I'm going to create slash boot. So boot, then click OK. Yeah, you can see now it's created slash boot. Now again, I have to go to create swaps. Then you click free space plus, and then here you give swap space for size. So I'm giving 2 GB. Give here, and then logical, and here you have to select your swap area. This is one point, that file system type swap area, and then you have to click OK. And if you need, yes, swap area, and you click OK. So like here in this window, swap. So like as per your memory available. Suppose if you have a 4 GB, then you can give here 2 GB. If you have 8 GB, then you can give 4 GB. So whatever memory you have, give half that swap, for swap. Okay. So okay, fine. Sorry, I given memory 1 GB, right? So I have to give here I 500 MB, because when I created the virtual box, that time I was giving 1 GB memory, right? So I need to give here 500 MB. That's, and then you click OK. Now let me create the slash root partition. Now you click again free space, click plus button, and here I have to give the size. So I'm going to give here 20 GB or give you 15 GB. This is okay, and then you have to select logical, and then you have to select here the file system type. So ext4, and then mount point. So root is indicate slash means root. Okay, so root is basically holding the all the operating system installation file. So that need more space. So that's why I'm given a 15 GB. Now let me create home directory. For home, I'm giving to give 5 GB, 4 GB. I'm giving to give 4 GB, and then same like logical, and then you have to select ext4 file system type, and then you have to select here mount point slash home. So slash home basically, is storing the user information, user home directory. We can say user home directory. So like suppose you are a user, so your file, media player, music, pictures, this kind of information it will be stored your home directory. So so user information it will be stored in a slash home. You can say. Now I'm going to create that where. So let me give here 4 GB for where file system. Okay, and then again same ext4, and you have to select slash where and then click OK. So where means it's basically storing the log information, all kind of log, either user, system related log, whatever log it will be stored inside the where. Okay. So let me now create the temp. So temp also I'm going to give 4 GB, same ext4 and temp. So temp means that is temporary, like it will a temporary file you can store in a temp directory. So this is, it is used for the common, like every user can use this directory. Now let me create that means home done, right, where done, temp done. Now let me create USR 4 GB ext4, and then again give USR. Yeah, so USR means it will store all the OS related information, OS binary file information slash USR bin. If you go and check the all the binary file, you can see inside the slash USR bin. Like if you want to keep your local script, then you can keep slash go and keep that script slash USR local bin directory. So now let me create the slash OPT. So let me select first the free space. So that also I'm giving to you 4 GB and OPT. So you can see all the whatever you created, it's showing here in the top. SDA, SDA file, everything is showing here. Whatever you created. Now, yeah, now created everything fine, right? So now we have to install our OS. So like I initial I said, like slash root holding all the operating system related files, right? So that's why we assign the highest size. So when you are going to install, you have to select slash, okay, slash root, and then click on install now. Fine. So you can see that partition table information it's showing here. It means this in this window is going like it telling like that now the installation is going to write this, going to format this file whatever we created, and going to write the data. So we have to click continue. Fine. So in here you have to select your country name. Okay, and then click continue. Here in this option, you like this window, you have to select your keyboard language. So I'm going to select English US and then click continue. As per your requirement, you can select. Yeah, fine. So here you have to give your name. So in this name, this once you give the name, automatically it will take your host name. So if you want to keep this host name, then okay, or if you want to change, you can change it here. So because I need my host name node 1, so I'm going to give here node 1, and this way the username, when you give your name, automatically it will take the username. You can change also as per your requirement, but I'm going to leave default. And you have to give your password. And this option, it's telling logging in automatically and require my password to login in. So if you select login automatically when your system, turn on, so it will not ask any password. Automatically, it will be, login. If you select required, then it will ask username and password. So I'm going to select required, my username password. And yeah, once you click continue, you can see now installation, process is started. Welcome to Ubuntu installation. Like, file now is starting copying from the ISO to my hard disk. So it will take some time. So we need to wait, like, few minutes, 4 5 minutes. Yeah, it's going on. So it will take some time. Now you can see that initializing the system. We need wait for few more minutes. Happening. It's going on. It will take few more minutes. So all the files are now going to install. Yeah. So now you can see that installation completed successfully. Now it's asking to reboot the system. So I'm going to reboot, restart now. It will take 1 2 minutes to restart the system. Yeah, it's booting now. So like first time, then it will ask you to remove your media. Which one we, first time we attach, in a storage path that ISO image, right? So that we have to remove. So now I'm going to press enter. You can see system is booting now, like it's coming up. Yeah, and login prompt also we got. Now it will come in graphics mode. It will ask to login. Yeah, you can see it asking login. So we selected right. We require username and password. That's why this option is coming. If we like we selected, if there like you no need to require password, then it will not ask the password. So let me give the password here and then press hit enter. First time when you will give the username and password, it will take time because the system will be create user home directory information, so it will take some time. Fine, cool. So you can see now you got your desktop. So like everything is completed successfully and your Ubuntu OS installed successfully in your system with VirtualBox. So this is a way you can install your Ubuntu server, like Ubuntu OS. If you want to go to the terminal, you can select, you can type here terminal. You can see here terminal it's showing. You can click here. Fine. So you can see here it's showing here, yeah, like that your name and your server name node one. It's showing, right. We given the that server name, so it's node name. So this is a way you can, like install your Ubuntu server. So I hope you like this video. So please subscribe my channel, comment and share. And I will come with another new video like CentOS, how to install CentOS. And thanks for your watching. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.